How are you?
Excellent.
Welcome back to the film festival.
Thank you.
As you were the big winner of the documentary, The Essential Link, last year, correct?
No, this year is The Essential Link. Last year it was My Hero Brother that that
Yes.
won the best documentary and the audience choice.
Congratulations. Boy, you've been really busy because here you are again.
Yeah, I'm always busy, trying to tell stories and looking for the next great story. But this film, I worked on it for 6 years, so it's only a coincidence that it came out this year. It just happened this way.
Why do you suppose all of a sudden, it's interesting to me that a project can sort of cook for 2 years, 6 years, 10 years, or what have you, and then all of a sudden has a life. Why do you suppose it took so long?
Well, it depends on the subject, but in this case it was a very big research that we had to do in so many countries and go back to archives and look for people who knows more. And we actually had another cut that I already closed it and it was a wrap and I was ready to go out to festivals with that. But then we found out that there is another person that we really need to interview that is living here in San Francisco. So we decided to continue to basically open the film again and re-edit it because of this interview and other information that came to us. And at some point you just feel, okay, that's it. And I think that's it.
So tell us a little bit about the title and a little bit about the story.
Okay, The Essential Link is the story of Wilfrid Israel. Wilfrid Israel was one of the the richest Jews in Germany before the war, before World War II. He was the owner of the largest department store in center Berlin. And his store was registered in Britain and insured in Britain because he was British born. And because of that, the Nazis could not take the store from him, which made him, until a very late stage, a Jew who's still active in business in Berlin in the 30s, who has a lot of money, a lot of connections, and he used his money and connections to save as many Jews as possible, to help them immigrate. Among other things that he was involved in was the Kindertransport operation. And historians claim that he was involved in the saving of tens of thousands. And my film is about him and about the reasons why you haven't heard of it until today.
Wow, I can't wait to see it. Now, where's it showing, what time, and what theaters?
It's going to be tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning in the Metro 4. So I'll be there.
Can we see it again?
And it was today. We had a great screening, almost full house, and tomorrow is the last screening at 8:30 in the morning, so early morning.
Yes, it is.
For you.
Do you have question and answers after each film?
Yeah, I will be for Q&A and try to answer the questions that the audience might have.
What was the most interesting question you had today?
Well, the biggest questions that always coming is how come we didn't know of this story, and
Why didn't we know?
well, it's complicated to answer in a very short time, but generally speaking, it was such a painful and complicated story. People who actually saved people from Nazi Germany during that time had to make such tough decisions. Sometimes within one family you had to decide who's leaving and who's staying because you don't have enough certificates or visas. And there were other reasons as well, but he also negotiated with the Nazis, which is something that in Israel is a taboo until today. But that was the only way to save people. You had to speak with...
For him. I mean, he had to do what he had to do.
Exactly, I agree.
So do you suppose that they kept this story somewhat secret for this reason?
I think it was very painful for people to speak about it. But this thing is changing. I just came back now from the UN headquarters in Vienna where I screened this film.
Wow.
In a special, two special screenings in the headquarters, so more and more people know about it, and he's a big hero, He was really an amazing human being, and I think we should all know his story,
Well, you are too, for bringing the story forward.
I'm just
Well, thank you so much for doing
storyteller.
that.
Thank you so much.
Your work.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate it.
Thanks
for
a lot.
speaking with me.
All right. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Love your love, by the way.